Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us wherever you happen to be in this moment in time, space, and in the frequency that you are. I'm thrilled to have you. My name is Abigail Rivard. I'm here to get us started with our conversation. We're going to start off with a meditation, and then we will follow up with our Wisdom of the Ancients with Polly Jo Labbe. So go ahead and take a moment to get comfortable to the best of your abilities, acknowledging that we are human after all. We may be seeking some additional comfort or just some relaxation at this moment, whatever is calling to you. Let's go ahead and take that first deep breath in just to bring ourselves back into our bodies. I'm going to start by bringing the shoulders down and away from the ears, stretching out the neck if we're feeling so inclined. Just start to relax the muscles at the crown, the top of our head, coming down over the forehead, releasing any tension in the eyebrows and the eyelids, letting any stress from the day or the moment that we're in just simply fall off. As we start to come down over the jaw, releasing all those tendons, giving ourselves permission to really express ourselves, coming down again over the neck, opening up that throat chakra. You may need to clear your throat here or stretch a little more. Feel free to honor your system in a non-judgmental way. As we come down over the shoulders, stretching the shoulders out, keeping them far away from the ears, opening up the upper heart. Taking that deep breath in, sinking into our environment. Coming down over the chest, filling the chest up with all that fresh air and oxygen, releasing any stale or stillness there. Coming down over the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, stretching out the wrist, the palm of the hand, stretching out the fingers, making room for anything that's going to be welcome to come in for our highest and best good. As we come down over the upper back, stretching those areas out if you feel so open and inclined, breathing through any discomfort, recognizing as we come over these areas that any pain or tension is typically just an emotional pain that's ready to let go. And giving ourselves permission to do so as we come down over the lower back, breathing through the stomach, relaxing the hips and the lower back, softening up all the muscles of the thighs, the knees, the calf muscles, finding gratitude for all the work that they do for us on a day-to-day basis. As we come down over the ankle, stretching out the heel, the arch of the foot, the ball of the foot, and the toes. On our next inhale, we're going to really bring in all that life force energy, all the hope, the love, the achievements, the celebration, whatever is calling to you. And on that exhale, sink that down well below the ground, below the surface that you're on, grounding ourselves through that presentation, through that energy, recognizing that we are deserving of it, knowing that it can comfort us as well as provide for us. Coming down deep to the center of the earth, wherever that feels comfortable for you. And taking that next deep breath in, pulling up that grounded energy, feeling it all the way through the layers of the earth, wherever you found a place to ground to, filling the bottom of our toes and our feet, feeling comforted and safe as we start to climb over the ankles, the calf muscles, filling the knees, the thighs, with all the potential that we might have here to gain as we come up over the hips, the lower back, all those internal organs, having gratitude for all the work that they do for us. As we come up over the chest, filling ourselves with this contented, grounded, positive life force energy as it comes and fills over the shoulders, over the upper arms, the elbow, the wrist, the forearm, stretching out through the palms of our hands and our fingers as it starts to heal us as we come up over the throat and the neck, warming up the jaw, the mouth, the nose, all the muscles around the eyes, the ears, the back of the head, around the eyebrows, the forehead, and then joining us at the crown, opening up for all the potential that we're ready to receive today. We'll take another deep breath in, just sitting in this energy, knowing that we're worthy of it. And on that exhale, bring ourselves back to this new grounded position. Opening your eyes, stretching, honoring what your body needs at this time as we start to open our awareness for wisdom of the ancients with Polly Jo. Let's see where our time takes us today.
Hello, welcome. Thank you, Abigail, for that relaxing, connecting meditation, letting us be within our bodies as well as our spirits. So today's conversation is about the pathways to your heart. It is a time of year where people are in places of gratitude, joy, and happiness, but also in the depths of despair and despondency. We see the polar opposites as they go through and walk the ways of the life. We see the children excited for what this time has to bring. We see the burdens that others carry to try to create that from a place of lack or a place of feeling undeserving or unworthy. So the pathways of love and the pathways through the heart are meant to remind us that within each of our hearts, we have 4 unique guides that are here to help us find our way. They're guides that we've known, we've talked about, and we have felt within us. But there are times when we simply get into a place where we have forgotten. So the first pathway through the heart is with our inner child. We can all sense that inner child. We can sense that bubbled excitement. We can picture ourselves as joyful children, or we can see other young ones who are laughing and giggling and excited just in the act of discovery. It's not about how much they receive. It's the simple joy of giving and receiving. And in that child place is where the magic is. The magic of imagining into reality what their biggest hopes and dreams are and having them materialize under the Christmas tree or wrapped in a present. It is a simple thing, yet the child knows that they created that. The child knows that in the gentle art of asking, they brought that item, that gift, that special item into reality. And as we become older, we start to doubt that. We doubt ourselves, we doubt our parents, and we doubt the divine in providing anything that we truly wish to have in our lifetime. Sometimes because we don't see it in that exact moment. Sometimes it takes a little longer for that creation to come to us. But that first pathway with the inner child, simply imagine walking hand in hand with that child who's skipping down the path, excited about what life has to bring, what adventures you're going to go on today. And when we tap into that, we feel that love, we feel that joy, and we reconnect with the true essence of who we are. And the second pathway that is in our innermost heart is our inner guide. Some people call that their guardian angel. Some people call that their higher self. But there's that inner knowing that you have that drops in, those coincidence, those aha moments are those moments when your inner guide speaks to you and relays the message. Maybe you see numbers repeating, or maybe a feather on the ground, knowing your angels are there to guide the pathway. And the inner child doesn't need the inner guide because she already knows the inner guide. She is one of the inner guides. But that inner guide is that part that has all the ancient wisdom, that has all the experiences from all the lifetimes that you've ever experienced and brings them into the current moment of now. You have a wealth of divine information to tap into when you connect with that inner guide. And once again, that connection is meant to walk you down the path of love and light, to help you feel and spread that joy and that wonder and excitement of just experiencing life and all the magical moments that surround you and those around you, whether they know it or not. And then the third pathway is through our talking self. Some people might call it their inner critic. It's that voice that has logic and reason, sometimes judgment, but often it is laying out the logic of the decisions and the path that you are choosing. It's not a path to be ignored because you have learned your life lessons, and it's good to tap into that knowledge and that wisdom, using it with the magic of the inner child and the brilliance and the guided energy of your wise one. When they all work together, you are able to walk the path in this earth plane in an easier fashion. It's only difficult when you allow that part, that talking self, to get extra loud, where they're so noisy that you can't hear the others. Because sometimes when the talking self feels unheard, just like children when they feel unheard, sometimes their voice raises, the volume raises, because they feel that is the way to be heard. And when we gently bring them into their quiet voice and listen with intensity, and they know in that moment they're completely heard and understood, that logic can help guide the child's wonder and the beautiful intuitive self that has all the ancient wisdom. And the fourth path, through the heart and with the heart, is the one of the warrior. And it might seem strange that we have an inner warrior, but the warrior is there to protect us as part of our survival. And the warrior is there so that we can truly advocate for what is our truth, what we wish to create. And the warrior is willing to take decisive action to protect and to fight for what is needed in any moment. And what people don't realize is that the strength of the peaceful warrior is tenfold that of the warrior that is in a reactive place, acting from a wounded energy. When our warrior is deep within its peaceful heart, it will take action if it needs to, but will find solutions with their inner guide, with their inner child, and even with their talking self. They compromise within themselves to find a peaceful and easeful solution to anything that life has to offer. So when we walk the pathway of our heart, we take these four with us, using each one as our personal guide, each one as an indicator for us to feel our way through life's lessons, feel our way through our life experiences. And the more we allow that heart to be wide open in our personal truth, the more we are able to venture forth courageously. Imagine Joan of Arc, such a sweet young one who tapped into her inner warrior, knowing what was right for her in that moment, doing it from a love of the divine and what she felt was best. Her inner child was along for the ride, filled with the magic of the advocating, and her soul was guided in so many ways. And she had the courage to move forward with that loving conviction, as all of you do. Within you is that heart, and some of you, that heart is ready to transform into the soaring phoenix, rising out of the ashes of all that you have experienced, rather than lying in the rubble, lifting yourself upwards to be able to look back at that moment in time and see all the beautiful things that you learned from that destruction. So as you are moving through your journey at this moment, through the holiday season, remember that this time is about bringing the light into the darkness. Whether it is seeing that one sacred star that symbolized the birth of a beautiful prophet and advocate for the entire planet, or whether it is that magical moment of the longest night happening in an instant and then gone again as it moves back to the light. There's so much ending and beginning that happens in this beautiful time of celebration. Celebrating what is ending, celebrating what is yet to come, celebrating just being. And remember those around you who their hearts are heavy in this moment. Holding love and compassion for them. Finding ways to ease another's discomfort. Finding a way to simply bring joy wherever you go. Because it is time for the light to shine in the dark. And that means it's time for you to shine in the dark. Follow the path of your heart. Let it lead you. Let it guide you. Reach out to your spiritual team who is ready to assist you in any way that you may need. And the true divine teachings of all of the major ascended masters is one of love. The religion of love is the true essence of the holiday spirit. So embrace yourself, your family, your friends, your community, and even the world around you with that joyous, celebratory love and light. Shine your beautiful essence out into the world for all to see. And continue to follow the path of your heart. And with that, bye for now.
What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful conversation. What a wonderful moment to have in time together. Thank you, Polly Jo. Thank you, Wisdom of the Ancients, for that message as we transition into a really complex time of year for a number of folks. So as we sit with these messages, these gifts, these little trinkets of knowledge and love, ultimately, let us go ahead and get comfortable again and use this time for meditation to process that a little deeper, to really feel these things in our system. So again, I'll invite you to get comfortable to the best of your abilities, practicing love, however that means to you, in the most non-judgmental form that you can appreciate it in. You're welcome to close your eyes as we take that deep breath in, really understanding ourselves and the environment that we're in, and giving ourselves the love that we deserve at a core value. Letting this love wash over the top of us, knowing that we are worthy and that our value is equal to all the love that there is in the universe. There's no cap to the amount of love that any single one of us can access and or give. Feeling that come down over the top of our head, providing us with any warmth or comfort, any joy or memories, having gratitude for them as they come down over the forehead, washing over the face and the back of the head, swirling around the neck and over the shoulders like a nice warm blanket. As we bring our awareness to the heart, offering all the love that we can to our team, to our critic, to our inner child, to our inner knowing, all of our pathways and more in this area. Taking that deep breath in. Some of us may find comfort here, placing our hands over our heart just to remind ourselves that we're there. Allowing ourselves to offer free love to ourselves and others with no strings attached. Coming down over the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the forearms, reminding us of the duality of this season, holding both grief and love and appreciation and the depths of each, providing the understanding for the other. As we come down over the chest, filling ourselves up with every ounce of care and understanding we can, coming down over the stomach and all of our own self-worth, knowing that we are in fact worthy, coming down over the lower back, letting any worries just wash off for the moment, filling ourselves as we come down over the thighs, filling the knees, allowing any healing that's ready to happen here with gratitude as we come down over the calf muscles, coming down over the ankle, the heel of the foot, the arch, really opening ourselves up, letting go of any doubts, any judgments, any shame or blame, knowing that at this moment, we're truly at peace with ourselves as we're falling into the frequency of love, knowing that in this space, we're all connected in the most authentic and pure way to the divine, to ourselves, to each other. Taking a moment of gratitude for ourselves for showing up this way, for those who are connecting at the same time or will continue to connect with us in the future. And mostly then for our higher self, for the messages that they offered through us and for us, grounding out any lingering doubts or hesitations here, feeling connected to the ground, the earth, the surface that we're on. Taking that deep breath in, feeling the weight of our body, knowing that we're connected once more. I'm going to take a moment to just start to connect again, feeling our toes, feeling the feet, the ankles, stretching out the legs and the tendons, stretching out the knees, the thighs, the hip bones, stretching out the stomach and the lower back, making a little bit more room for us to show up authentically as we can. As we come up over the chest and the shoulders, waking up the fingers, the palm of the hand, opening up the wrist, the forearms, the shoulders, the neck, opening up for communication of the truth of our own and those around us. As we come up over the back of the head, waking up the jaw, the cheekbones, the eyes, the muscles around the eyebrows, the forehead, and then finally the top of the head, opening your eyes when you're ready, knowing that we are in a different place than when we started, having gratitude for that. And with that, well wishes and all that is this season. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to having you again in the future. Bye for now.